Maths Chat today. In my examples, I'm going to be showing you how to solve simultaneous equations using a process that we like to call substitution. Now, when we're solving for simultaneous equations, have in mind that we are going for an x and a y value. And this is because with simultaneous equations, we're trying to find the point of intersection of two lines that sit somewhere on our graph. The substitution method is the easier way to solve for simultaneous equations. We can use this when we've got at least one of the pronumerals on a side by itself. Now, since x is equal to all of this, and x is also equal to all of this, I can make this equal this. So negative 7y minus 1 is equal to negative y plus 11. Now you'll notice looking at this that we no longer have x values in our equations, and that's fine. We want to cut it down to just one of the pronumerals at this stage. From here, I'm going to rearrange my equations so that I can find out what the value of y is. Now to find the value of y, I need to get it on a side completely by itself with a coefficient of positive 1. So let's start rearranging. I'm going to add 1 to cancel this one out. Add 1. So I'm left with negative 7y is equal to negative y plus 12. Then at this stage, I'm going to add y so that all of my y's are on the same side. Now we have negative 6y is equal to 12. Finally, at this stage, I can divide by negative 6. And I must do that on both sides. So my final answer is y is equal to negative 2. Now I'm not finished there, because remember, when we're solving for the equations, we need to find an x and a y value. So let's use this other side. I now need to sub my known value for y back into one of my equations up here. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to stick with this one because to me it looks a little bit easier and will be a slightly quicker way to do it. So x is equal to negative 2 plus 11, which just becomes positive 2 plus 11. So x is 13. Therefore, my point of intersection is equal to 13, negative 2. Second example. So this time we're asked the exact same thing. However, I've got slightly harder equations here. So I'm going to make them both equal each other, just like we did in the first example. Then at this point, again, I'm just going to rearrange so that I can get x by itself. Notice that this time I don't have y in my equations, and before we found y first. So now I'm finding x first. Multiply each side by 6 to get rid of that denominator. So I've got to multiply 6 by everything on this side. So that becomes 48x minus 30, which is equal to 5x plus 13. Now, to get x by itself, I'm going to subtract 5x on this side so that I can combine my x's, which becomes 43x negative 30 is equal to 13. Now I want to get my numbers together, so I'm adding 30 to both sides. This now becomes 43x is equal to 43. Final step to get x by itself is divide by 43, and as you can see, we are left with x is equal to 1. Now you will recall at this point, I must sub in. to one of my original equations. Now in this case, it might be easier to sub into the first one. So y is equal to 8 times 1 minus 5. So y is equal to 8 minus 5, which is 3. Therefore, my point of intersection is equal to 1, 3. That was how to solve simultaneous equations using what we call substitution. Now, I encourage you to watch my next video, which will show you how to solve simultaneous equations using a slightly harder method called the elimination method. Thanks for watching today. Please hit like on this video and also subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time on Maths Chat.